Breaking news in the Mission Viejo area of Aurora, Colorado. It's after raid hours, baby. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
It's me and your boy, my boy, JackJack, 1620.
Hello.
Our illustrious co-hosts couldn't make it tonight. There's a lot of shit that's happening around the world, in life, etc. But we're here to bring you the heat and the news and the fun. How's it going, man?
Dude, this week was full of shenanigans. Like, I won't go into it work-wise, but some people just need to get their shit together. And hopefully, if you have people acting fucking foolish, put them in check.
Yeah, it's a true statement has not been said. It's already almost, it's past the midway point of May 2019. Get your shit together and let's go.
Yes, basically. Like, people shouldn't be acting foolish. People should realize their goals right now and be getting shit done, is my hope. Like, I remember when we started this year, people were like, 2019 is going to be my year. It's going to be all that. Like, it's going to be like 2018, hold my drink. And some people just aren't doing that. And like, with this game in particular, I'm glad, like, this week we had they released more of Gen, like...
Oh, the surprise is Gen 4
yeah, they're just like,
drop.
Here you go. Like,
that shit
no
was
announcement.
Nasty. I loved it.
I just remember I was at work dealing with the fuckery that I deal with.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, all of a sudden I'm looking at Discord and people like, look at this!
Look!
And, like, I saw, like, everything, and I was just pumped just to get back out there and catch things.
Oh yeah.
Like, Grabite showed up at a lure randomly that I was at, and I was like, yes, queen, like, gimme. And yeah, I can't wait to get Garchomp and get him rolling.
Ooh.
We just had the tournaments today.
Holy moly.
That's another thing that's going on. Then we have Community Day tomorrow.
What up?
Obviously, like, right now, New Zealand has it and they're able to play, and I'm like, god damn you guys, like, but soon I'll get my cake and chicken and shit's gonna be real. So
that's right, baby. That's right.
Obviously we have, like, Memorial Day is coming up soon, and that's basically going to be the start of summer.
I just learned I get that day off. I didn't know. I thought it was a floating holiday for me.
Are you serious?
I thought it was a floating holiday for me. So
why?
My office does floating holidays, and you have to pick one holiday out of it during the course of the year, and I already used one out for President's Day, I think.
Really?
And I was like, I thought Memorial Day was one of those, but it's an actual holiday for everybody. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I got that Monday off, which is great for me because I'm still dealing with this headache and the headache of life. But
the headache of life, you just throw that in there.
But anyway, no, you're right. You're right though. The rest of Gen 4 dropped. I was super happy. Shellos, my fucking baby. Shellos,
baby.
I love Shellos. I love Gastrodon so much.
What about Glaceon?
Oh, well, I'm getting to that. Those dropped immediately when that Gen 4 dropped. I opened my phone around like 2:03 or something. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
And I opened my phone and like there was the hippopotamus. The hippo? It was like right in my lap basically. I was like, oh shit!
Okay.
It was like, oh boy. Got my hippo baby. I love hippo. And then there was a Gibble that also appeared in my office. I was like, alright, this is a good time. I liked it. I'm glad they finally released the rest of them. I wasn't sure how they'd be done. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed or not if Cherubies and eggs. This is the baby Cherum.
I saw someone with a Cherubi as a walking partner, so it's definitely there.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I'm assuming it's in eggs because the Cherum is out just randomly.
Yeah.
And you can get, in case you don't know, there's two forms of Cherum. There's the Overcast and there's the Sunshine form.
Yeah, so Overcast looks like a closed flower.
Yeah.
And then the, like, Sunny Day, I guess, version.
Yeah.
It's just super happy.
It's like super
it just
happy
looks like
and
a
open.
flower jumping around, so it's really cute.
Yeah. So anyway, but Cherubi is the baby form of it essentially, and I'm assuming it's an egg. 'Cause I haven't seen it yet, but I guess someone's walking around with it. I just haven't seen it on the radar. But again, we also had I kind of covered all the new ones. Oh, the lures.
Yes.
So we have those new lures, which is pretty sick. We're trying to coordinate those as best as we can. So we have like a new channel on Discord. And it's a smart move because right now they cost coins. And 200 coins isn't necessarily hard to come by, but still, unless you're dropping money or if you're diligently gymming still to get coins, sometimes it can be hard to come across them. That being the case, they cost 200 coins each, so you want to use them sparingly. The nice thing is everyone else can benefit from your lure.
Yes.
And so we have the mossy lure, good for luring Pokemon like moss, grass.
Wow. Well, I think it's like grass, bug, and something else. Grass, bug, and poison, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
And then you have the...
And you can evolve your Eevee into Leafeon.
Into Leafeon there. So if you have any of your Coachella Eevees...
Yeah.
That's the perfect time. If you have just any 100% Eevees, I think if you guys do your stat checking, Eevee needs to be at like level, I believe, 16. Like if it's like 100%.
Oh yeah.
Level 16 if you do participate in like Great League tournaments. That's the one you want to evolve. Anything that has like 500, your Leafeon's going to go past that limit.
And Leafeon could be pretty nasty in the upcoming Rainbow Cup for June.
Exactly.
So we'll get into that a little bit. Yeah, so you get Leafeon through that. Again, level 16. I don't know what the CP cutoff is with that. You'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
There's tools out there.
I just think 16 is like the safe bet for both.
Yeah.
Leafeon and then obviously with the
Icy Lure?
I think it's like the Glacial Lure or something like that. Yeah. But you get Ice, Steel, and one other guy. It's usually like 3 types, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't used it.
I thought it was 3. But anyways, you can get, if you are in the proximity of a lure itself, you can get Glaceon.
Ooh.
And so again, if you participate in the Great League tournaments, that's one level 16. If it's 100%, will get you close to that level.
Damn, Jack dropping the fucking knowledge.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to know. I was like, I want to make sure I get this, at least something close. Because I'm sure a lot of us, whoever, like, anyone that had knowledge of other, like, gens knew that when Shiny Eevee was out that they're capturing as much as they could.
Yeah, it wasn't just for
these days.
The 5 current evolutions that are in the game. There's 3 more.
Yeah, and this, again, is a good opportunity for new players or scrubs, whatever you want to call yourself.
Scrubs!
To get that knowledge and realize, oh, there's going to be more evolutions. There is another evolution coming out, but it's not going to be for a little while.
The Fairy Champ.
Yeah, Fairy Champ. And then we don't know what the newest Pokemon game coming out.
With Gen 8, yeah.
What potential there is.
There will be I will guarantee there will be evolutions in Gen 8. Just don't know what they are. Speculations, Steel and like Fighting or Dragon or
Champion.
Champion. That'd
That's
be
what
sick.
I want.
A fighting Eevee named Champion. Come on. It's really easy, Pokemon. It's right there. Just fucking do
universe.
it. But really, though, and then the last lure we had was the magnetic one. That's the best way to get Magnezone and Probopass, which we saw some today in our regional tournament, and it was nasty. For those Bastiodon lovers, it's pretty much the same thing, maybe even a little better. And then, Probopass was nasty in the tournament today. But yeah, and you it's because like for those that don't know, in the Gen 4 games, in order to get Leafeon or Glaceon, Probopass or Magnezone, you have to actually evolve them around certain areas, geographic locations in the game. Luckily, in Pokemon Go, they're not like, oh, you have to fly to Germany to evolve your Leafeon. You have to fly to Antarctica to evolve your Glaceon. They don't make you do that, but this lure thing's actually a really neat idea. I'm glad it came out, and right now it's behind a paywall or whatever you want to call it. Eventually, it's going to be in research boxes. As a prize.
And then also, just with Community Day itself, I know like in Aurora, I'm definitely going to be dropping lures at our Community Day of that, and we'll probably be sending out a message to our Discord to be like, hey, please don't drop anything yet. Let like the people drop these specific lures, so we will not only maximize our like Torchic turnout, but also maximize the time to get those evolutions and Probopass and Magnezone
because they work just like normal lures. They'll last the 3 hours during Community Day. So if you fuck that up, I will rip your fucking legs off. Okay, it's simple as that.
Right?
Yeah, right, exactly. No, but really though, we do want to throw down these lures for everyone to kind of maximize their potential with them and everything like that. And they're pretty cool. Like I said, I think it's a cool addition and a cool way to kind of attack that evolution.
Well,
issue.
that, but also like we've talked about with their trials, like I think this was a very successful, like, version.
Yeah.
To again bring a different element to the game, because now it helps with those missions where you need to capture the like ice types to get whatever.
Exactly.
So I'm hoping maybe October time they drop like a ghost lure or like a haunted lure or something where you get your
lure.
Exactly, like,
yo, what a ghost nest at though?
where where you can get like ghost, dark, and poison or something like that, like. Or put like a glitter lure where you can get.
Glitter lure?
I shouldn't say that. You put down. Shut up. It's like that's not. Sorry. Anyone with common sense could put that one together. But something for like fairy, dragon, and something else, I think would be pretty cool.
The 500 coin lure.
Yeah, like the gold bar lure. You
like
have the black card lure. Like, but I think it'd be really cool to kind of see what other lures they come out with. Because again, like, I like that a much better idea than another evolution item to just fill my box.
Yeah.
And like I was talking with a trainer today, is like I wish they'd find something to do with the other evolutionary items,
like
to make them worthwhile.
Yeah, we were talking about item trading or item like trading as in I can trade it to another player, or trading as in like a shop.
Yeah,
like trading these items and get something back.
You should have heard like because the trainer's name was I think Bearded Dave.
Yeah.
So Bearded Dave and I were talking.
God.
Yeah,
his beard is magnificent.
But he and I were talking about like Armor Mewtwo and the talk about Armor Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, how cool would it be if you could use an actual metal coat to give your Pokemon a boosted stat, like boosted defense.
Yeah.
Or upgrade, which is only fucking good for Porygon. Why couldn't you use that as like, do you want to upgrade this move for this match? And you use it for that match and then it's gone. And like Dragon Scale gives someone a dragon boost or something, or dragon resistance.
Yeah.
Like, I think the evolution items could be taken to new heights. But again, that's just like me just like going off the deep end in terms of like what could happen. But I'm curious with the lures to see what could happen with those and how they could make those really cool for this game. So that is awesome.
How much... Sorry, I got completely sidetracked. How much of a high maintenance bitch is Porygon though? Like, you need an upgrade to go to Porygon 2, and then you need a Sinnoh Stone to go to Porygon Z.
Extra, but that's why I really want to see Porygon like literally like step his game up.
Dude,
like,
Porygon became like
I
one
want
of the more
him to
powerful
be like
Pokemon
alpha
in the
status, like class S, like just God mode.
Oh, I think of it kind of like Savali, like right. In case you guys didn't know, like Gen 7. So there's Sweet Baby Arceus, Arceus, literally the god Pokemon or whatever. Well, Gen 7, they try to recreate it with the Pokemon called Type Null, which evolves into Silvally. And it's essentially the same thing as Arceus, Arceus. I'm like, well, Porygon, it's a manufactured Pokemon. That would be sick. like
that
manufacturing would be beast of shit.
There's so many moves that we haven't seen from the game. Like, again, obviously, we know Niantic is not going to follow the game to a T.
Which is
that's established.
Perfectly fine.
But there's some moves that they can take and adapt to kind of, again, add more diversity, more flavor to the battling system. So, like, moves like Tri-Attack.
Metronome, baby.
Don't get me
just break
started.
The fucking game with Metronome.
Yeah, I just want Clefairy metronoming everyone, Togepi's metronoming. That's all I'd want. Like, bring that home. But
but you're right, though. Tri-Attack.
If Tri-Attack could be brought to the game, because Porygon could learn it, I thought.
Yes, Porygon can learn it.
Same with Dodrio, since no one ever uses Dodrio. It'd be really cool to see Dodrios in raids or in, like, battling systems, and it can hit you with a burn, a paralyze, what else, or a freeze.
Yeah.
Because it hits you with that fire, ice, or electric. Yeah. Like, I want to start seeing moves, again, like we talked about just before we started the podcast, like Blaziken obviously is the May Community Day.
Right.
And everyone, I hope, is looking forward to Kickin' Chicken, or at least is just like, I'll catch it, sure, but whatever. Like, if you're whatever about it, like, I feel bad for you because
Blaziken's one of the coolest starters ever. Sorry.
Yeah, like, he's amazing.
Hands down.
And I I just wanted it to learn, like, if it has, like, Sky Uppercut was obviously the move I prayed for, but didn't happen. Niantic, you did me dirty. But, like, with Blaze Kick, for example, I was like, it'd be really cool that it would actually encompass the abilities of its name. It would be a fighting move as well as a fire move, just to, like, to just do double damage or fuck someone's day up. Like, I would want, like... If Blastoise could learn, like, what is it?
Well, Muddy Water would be, like, ground and water.
Yeah, like, I think it'd be really cool for the system to actually acknowledge, like, this one move has multiple types.
It'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting. I know people will bitch about it, but I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you can't make everyone happy, and obviously, like we talked about, a lot of people just like to be like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, what is with the trend of just being negative all the time to be cool?
Because it basically allows people not to put effort into things because they always expect the worst.
I guess, man. Like, there's one thing, like, I do go into, like, movies and shows and, like, whatever with low expectations, so I can more or less be surprised.
Lowered expectations.
I don't go in, like, I know this movie's gonna be shit, so I'm going in thinking it's gonna be shit, and then everything I watch validates why I thought it was shit, or something like that. I'm just like, wow, that scene was actually badass, or wow, you know, like, I see where the writing's a little weak, but the score is fucking sick, and the amount of people, that's the one thing I've been starting to appreciate more lately, actually. The score? Well, the score, I love the scores in anything, like, even terrible movies have great scores, but, like, no, I'm talking about really looking at, like, we were watching the behind the scenes of, like, fucking Aquaman the other day.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Jason Momoa.
Of course. Dreamy, oh my god. But even Yaya, the dude that plays Black Manta.
Yeah.
He's pretty fucking, that's a good looking dude.
Didn't even realize how beefy he was.
He's good looking dude.
Like, well, and that's the kind of the appreciation of things is, like, once you start to go, once again, like, you go into something without, like, expectations, like, super critical, and you'll probably find something you actually enjoy in it, but a lot of people, again, if they don't want joy and they just want to be negative, just don't come near me. Like,
yeah. Well, and so
people.
to my point a little bit earlier is, like, we watched the behind the scenes. How many people did it take to make that a reality? Like, Aquaman's one of DC's better movies, and people still picked it apart. But, like, the behind the scenes, like, you can't film movies underwater, but they made you feel underwater through most of the movie. And I know a lot of that's effects, but there was a lot of challenges in making that movie, and I really appreciate it. It made me like the movie more. It's the same with, I know we're getting off topic of Pokemon, but we'll think about Detective Pikachu.
Yes.
How many people do you think...
Back.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
It was.
How many people do you think it took to make those Pokemon real, to make that world, to make Rhyme City, you know, transform London into Rhyme City?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that whole movie was London.
Oh, okay.
But, like, it was Rhyme City, and they had all the live Pokemon, and they did a really good job translating, I think, Pokemon into, like, the real world.
And
there's a lot of people that worked on that movie, so I'm really starting to appreciate, like, even, I guess, objectively bad movies or whatever.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of people that have poured their heart and souls into that, and I really appreciate that. So I tend to, again, maybe my expectations are low, but I tend to go in there a little bit more positively and a little bit more, I guess, optimistic. And then when I come out, I'm like, damn, like the Warcraft movie, objectively bad movie or whatever, but I enjoyed it. I had fun watching that movie. Was it a little predictable? Sure. Was there, like, all these writing issues? Sure. But again, I enjoyed it, and that's the whole point of movies in the first place, is to enjoy it. And again, you're not going to please everyone. It's just silly to me that everyone decides to be so fucking negative all the time.
Yeah, and it's sad. And again, like, obviously, like, when it comes bringing it back to Pokemon Go, like, with this game, I think it's important. That's why I always I get excited for the changes.
Yeah.
And, like, I was reading Patrick's post today. Like, he was actually really happy that it's like it was at the beginning of the game, where there's Pokemon who he doesn't know out now.
Yeah.
It gives him something to go chase and something to go have fun with.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just kind of wish Niantic would realize, like, that's what we want. We want something unique to chase after, something fun, a quest, a mission, something to give us that's a drive. It's a very easy drive to find, and it doesn't take that much effort. The effort it requires is a thought to put it into application. And obviously we have, like we talked about with the lures, we have these new Pokemon out, and it gives someone something new to look for. You have a bunch of people who don't know this freaking gen at all, who are like, what's that little hammerhead shark looking thing? And I'm like, ooh, you're going to have fun with that. You should pick one up. Or like the hippo, for example. We were explaining like the different coloring. I was like, the female one looks really cool. And they're like, why? Cool. I'm like, go catch them and find out why. Because I'm not going to tell you. Like, I post about it for sure if you're on like Festival Plaza. But it's one of those things like the game has other little quirks to it, and I'm interested to see how Niantic brings them to life.
Zooming ahead, when Gen 5 releases, I'm really excited to see, what those, like, silhouettes look like for those Pokemon you haven't caught yet. Yeah. Because Gen 5 has some weird design Pokemon. I love Gen 5, but again, that's the notorious one with fucking Trubbish and the Litwick and Vanilla, the ice cream. You know, Vanillish? Like, Vanillish. Like, those random Pokemon. Yeah. And with silly designs, so I'm curious, like, people like Patrick that have never seen those Pokemon ever before. He's like, what the fuck is this? Is this a fucking trash bag?
Is that a joke? It's like it is.
Oh, come on. You know, it's like shit. It's like, well, funnily enough, that's the American.
That's the American region
of the game. It's like trash bags and stuff. But
what are you trying to say?
Right. I fucking love Trubbish, man. Whatever.
Well, no,
it's gonna be nasty. But yeah. So like to your point again is like, I also appreciate when the new Pokemon comes out. Like, and I'm curious. Actually, gonna poke your brain about it. Do you think releasing Gen 4 the way they did was smart in that case? Like, it's a longevity thing where you're like, you release it in trickles, and then new stuff comes out in like a little wave. So there's like 6 or 7 new Pokemon. You're like, yes, I'll go catch those. You catch them, and then you're sitting on those for a little bit. Oh, 6 or 7 new ones. Right. Or would you prefer that, say, in February or whenever they drop most of the gen, that they just drop the whole gen?
Well, I think the thing I enjoyed about it, that I would enjoy in this, I like each style. Okay. But I think there's some tweaks you can make. Because obviously for when Pokemon first came out, you could pretty much capture all of Gen 1. Yeah. And the frequency was just off. For a release like that, I kind of wanted them to focus on specific Pokemon or increase the rarity like they did with like the water event. Yeah. Things like that. Like us here in Colorado, we don't really see Magikarps often, so that was like the opportunity where Magikarp was like everywhere if there wasn't a nest. Mm-hmm. And I liked where those events were definitely better promoted than events are now. And we kind of, it gave us, it wasn't too long of an event, it was usually like a week or two, and then it was gone. And I liked their advertising style back then at the very beginning. Now, for this style where they do partial releases, again, I just kind of, it's an easy opportunity to make an event out of it. Yeah. Like, you could easily, like, and again, Niantic, please pick up this. Dog Days of Summer. I've been talking about this for fucking ever, and I just want them, like, again, it's an easy theme, it's a simple catchphrase, but that's like, bring out the legendary dogs, raid day shinies, and let us go ham. Like, they brought Lapras.
You know what sucks? Huh? Sorry, is last year was Year of the Dog?
Yeah, bullshit. You had the perfect year. Why would you squander that?
This but year whatever. Is Year of the Pig. Well, you know, whatever.
I don't know any better. It's not like the calendar is clearly visible when you see what the year is, and you have dogs and you don't do it. But whatever.
Well, it's because they're colloquially known as legendary dogs. They're technically legendary beasts.
I know.
No, I'm kidding. But either way, Dog Days of Summer, I like.
They have. There's opportunities to utilize, like, societal, like, holidays or catchphrases, whatever, and make events with it. Or again, just focus on like more universal things like the equinox. or a specific holiday of sorts, like celebrating different cultures.
Right on.
There's plenty of opportunities, and I feel that's when they could do releases or have more missions geared toward those Pokemon. Because I liked missions like this Seal mission. Granted, people are still looking for shiny Seal, and look for him. Dugong is my boy.
Dugong.
But and then they're gonna have shiny. What was it?
Shiny Bronzor's pretty soon in these raids.
So like that's gonna be really fun to look for. And I really hope they turn up the frequency of shinies that can come from those raids a lot, because I definitely think that Niantic, again, they know their money. They're going to be like, people are going to be buying them passes.
You saw that box. It has 20 fucking raid passes.
But then, like, one of our guys had highlighted, like, the Water Festival last year had 24 passes. So I was like, Niantic, like, you're playing these little mind games with this. Like, I like it. Like, I still want to buy the passes. But at the same time, I'm like, I know you can throw more down.
Oh, of course they wanted to. They do a lot.
Yeah, and like with Lapras, I kind of thought like that this is their correction to the shenanigans that they put in the box, because some people were blessed. Some people got like 20 shiny Lapras, and there's a special place in hell for those people. But I was upset. I did like over like 50 something fucking missions.
I got mine real quick.
You did?
Yeah.
You didn't say a fucking word.
Of course not. No, it's the same day I got the. Oh God, what was the other shiny that was out?
Was it the bunny?
Shuckle?
Was it? Again, these events. What was it?
Maybe it was April. I don't remember, but there was one. I've only checked recently. Checked like 4 Pokemon, and it'd be like the 4th or 5th would be the shiny.
See, you have that stupid luck, and it pisses me the.
But it's only when I'm like, oh, maybe I should get the shiny.
See, mine
I don't hunt for shinies.
No, and I get mine at random. Like, I still think the best shiny turn I've ever received was Bagon Day.
That was nasty.
That was insane.
That was actually nasty.
Like, unintended, I was like, I'm just going to go to Wash Park. I'm going to catch what I can.
Okay.
And call it a day. Like, I think that was, like, the first time in almost, like, 3 or 4 months where I literally was like, I'm not going to be sitting at this table helping as much as I normally do, because I want to go hunt these dragons.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I came back with, like, 22.
You had to talk. I mean, we were all like, we're going to go catch Bagons.
Yeah, like, see ya.
I mean, unfortunate, maybe fortunate. I don't know. Our donation sales suffered.
Yeah, they did. Significantly.
Why? We got those fucking dragons. That's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah,
we got an opportunity to play. We'll set it up for tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll be good. But
we'll be raising money for Firefly Autism. And giving back, because that's what we do here in Aurora.
What up?
And I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But again, I like these events. And going back to the original topic of how I like the releases.
Yeah.
I like the slow release more, because I feel if you release everything at once too quickly, people finish it too fast.
Yeah.
And then, because I've already seen people with guard chomps already, and I'm like, unless you've had a stock of rare candies, you've been out all night.
Yeah, you're insane.
And I'm like, what's the rush? Because I'll see some friends of like, well, and Brian, don't want to call you out, but Brian, like, oh, I found like this one, it's a 96, and like getting really excited. I'm like, but there'll be hundreds.
There will be perfects.
Like,
there will be.
You just keep that hunt up. And like another player I was talking with, like Blash Nash, he was like just in Mexico for like
cousin's wedding.
Yeah. For a wedding, and he was out playing, and he's like, dude, I ran into a shiny Apom.
Yeah.
Caught it. He evolved it up. Then literally the next one was 100%. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me on a holiday? He's like, or like, yeah, when you're out and about. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to
go,
He was
just baby. There. And I was like, wow. And like, we've seen it before too, like where you're playing like Cyndaquil Day at the Aurora Public Library, and I just happened to just mosey by, and it showed up like 100% right in the middle of like this awesome spawning location. And I think like 5 or 6 of us got it, and one kid caught it perfect shiny, and he had no idea. And I was like, damn you, child. But like, it's really cool. And I think I favor experiencing both. I favor the slower release.
Okay.
But just kind of make it more known that it's coming.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I don't mind the slower release just because like it'll it's like it trickles out, and like I usually compare like this to other games that I play the most, and one would be like Destiny.
Yeah.
A lot of the problems that Destiny have had in the past is when they release an expansion, it's usually like a short campaign for the expansion, and people finish it in 3 or 4 hours. And then they're like, wow, all the content's gone. We're done. We're waiting until the next expansion, which isn't for like another few months or something. You're like,
that sounds horrible.
but I mean, that's what the release schedule used to be. This last few hasn't been as popular with the general, player base. Mm-hmm. But they've been trickling out slowly more content. This latest season in Destiny 2. There's like a certain set of lore quests, and you only get one per week. So you do it in the week, and then you wait for the next week. You do that one, you wait for the next week, and it all ties together.
Oh, damn.
But like, it's a slow trickle. It's not in your face. Here's a whole campaign. Go beat it, and then I kind of liken that to these Pokemon releases because, like I said, if you release all the Pokemon at the same time, I mean, yeah, as a collector, I'm happy because I can go get all the Pokemon, especially the ones I love, from Gen 4, and be happy and sit on them. But at the same time, like, if you're like Patrick, who's like, damn, I'm just looking for shit to hunt. I missed the hunt. All the Gen releases, he finishes his hunt in a couple of weeks. He's like, well, I gotta wait for Gen 5 to release. That won't be for like another year, or something like that. Yeah. So I can see that. I'm kind of with you there. I was excited for them to release Gen 4, and rightfully so because Gen 4 is awesome. But I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, we were the whole time just like, come on, just release the fucking evolutions, you cowards! And they finally did it in a good way, and I think I was pretty excited about it. I'm still not a fan of these like just random events. Like the raid week's gonna be cool with Lapras at the end, like you said, to make up for shoving them in boxes. But the whole again, and we'll get into it when it comes to scheduling like these tournaments and stuff. But like we had a tournament scheduled for Saturday at what I say 2 or 1 or whatever originally, and and then Niantic's like, oh, by the way, that's a special raid day for Lapras. You get 5 free raid passes, just like the old legendary bird raid days, or the Gengar raid day. Yeah. And like you're like, oh shit, that'd be cool to be able to take part in that. But then like I have already scheduled a tournament, and I have people checked in and want to go do that, and we have to double check with our venue and all these other things. It's just like.
And again, we acknowledge we're very fortunate here in Aurora. Heroes has been a hero to us.
For real. The MVP, the true MVP.
Yeah, because they're definitely like willing to let us do our shenanigans there, and their regulars just kind of look at us like we're animals in a zoo because they don't know what we're doing, and we're like just like button jamming.
Damn kids playing Pokemons on their fucking phones
so fast, and it's really fun to like
get a job.
Look at just look at the confusion on their face, but I'm like, yeah, we still play this game, but again, they have been amazing. But
we're fortunate to have them. Yeah. Other places, not so much. So when you plan these things, and a lot of other regional tournaments were scheduled for that Saturday around the same, like noon or 1.
That would suck.
And those regional tournaments are even harder to move or reschedule, and it becomes a nightmare. Because some of those tournaments, ours was 42, and we were a modest one. There's some out there that was over 100. The bigger cities.
Too much.
Over 100. Buenos Aires had 225.
Jeez.
In one tournament, like imagine, and it's not like, and I know it's a third party going through Self to do these tournaments, but it's not like you get a whole list of how to contact everyone that signed up for your tournament. You just get their trainer cards, and if their trainer cards on private, if they don't have information on those cards, you have no way to contact those people. No. So you're hoping people go to your tournament page and see any change you make, because it's not like they send an email that's like, oh, this tournament has changed, you know.
Yeah.
So like when you're looking at it, you're like, oh, 225 people, I need to move my tournament down 3 hours because we have a raid day. And I know not everyone is going to participate, but some will. Some have other, you know, like desires to get that shiny Lapras because they missed out on the boxes or anything like that. So like, I guess the biggest thing is just like Niantic just randomly dropping these fucking events out of nowhere without much warning. Like you said, it used to be like, well, how long in advance did we know that the water event was happening? We're excited.
That was like weeks, and it was like, it was nice because we like. I just kind of wish they take the advice of like old school movie like advertisements to where like they drop a hint like what like who's that Pokemon or like what's this or like you should prepare this, like the summer's gonna be fun. You should be looking out for these sort of things and plan out like. Prepare your Saturdays around this time, just to give us a clue of like, okay, let's not plan something for that window.
Right.
Because like community days, we knew those are gonna be like mostly Saturdays, but we knew at times or whatever. Those are always set, and then they started shifting them, and that's what people were like, oh, like no, like how could you? But then I'm like, they have to make adjustments.
Yeah.
But some of these other events like raid days, okay. You tell us a raid day. Tell us at the beginning of a month, not a week or so before. Stuff like that is again kind of catching us off guard because people make plans.
Yeah, definitely.
Very similar to like, I'll go to GoFest.
Hey, we're going to GoFest?
Some people waited a long time to see when GoFest is coming out.
And Niantic's like, by the way, it's coming out.
He just dropped it.
They just like fucking dropped it. They just put their dick on the table and they're like, oh wow, there it is. I'm sorry.
That's so weird how to get there. And it sucked because some people, like, there's a lot of things obviously happening in the summer. There's like I know the weekend of GoFest is also Pride weekend.
Oh shit.
Denver Comic-Con. Or not Denver Comic-Con,
wow.
Sorry.
Fix yourself.
That's not politically correct.
Pop
Culture Con is now going to be like at the end of May.
Yes.
Instead of
in the
Father's Day weekend, which is the same weekend as Pride Fest, because they couldn't help the gays, because the gays will be everywhere. Then you have the nerds everywhere. Then you have the gay nerds everywhere.
Oh, that's
and it's just a grand time. And I don't think Denver was just ready for all that funness. And like,
it does get that week is wild.
Yeah, the LGBTQ plus population is popping, and it's super fun. Go down there, get some free condoms. But it's just like, and obviously like go for the fun, meet people, have a good time. But I feel like that's happening that weekend, and there's just a lot of things happening because that's like summer is in full fucking swing.
Oh yeah.
And so people are planning trips, people are planning vacations, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, here's community, or here's GoFest.
GoFest is
Have
that
fun!
day. Yeah.
And people are like, shit, I'm already booked. So there are some people who couldn't even accept going because they were
like they won the lottery and they couldn't buy the tickets. Yeah.
Like, what a slap to the face that would be.
Like, well, especially after the ticket debacle of last year.
Yeah.
And this was their solution. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And we were fortunate enough to get some. So we'll be going to GoFest.
Yes. Yay.
Maybe do a special GoFest podcast.
Oh, that, ooh.
We'll just do, was it Instagram Live?
Instagram Live. That would be a shit show.
That's right. Yeah, it would be a shit show. I love it.
But it's just one of those things of like, I don't know what happened to the advertising team from when Pokemon first started. But I kind of wish the current team would take some notes from the past to be like, hey, let's give people just a little bit more notice.
It just feels like they have so many projects happening at once because they're like, how can we monetize every week or weekend of every month?
Yeah, and you don't need to do that. Realize you don't need to do that. Give people a break. Because you know what happens when you give people a break? They have time to relax, but they also have time to make more money that Niantic can then take from us. So, like, give us some time. Like, because I know I can't spend every weekend, though I spend a good amount of them, playing Pokemon. But it's one of those things of like, you got to remember people have families, people have like, they got to work and got to hustle and do what they need to. And if you want them to participate, give them earlier notice. Help people get better organized by giving them early notice. Yeah. And then just dropping hints throughout the time. Like, utilize that news feature in Pokemon. I kind of wish they would figure out some way to, like, in future gens, you'd have this thing called Rotom, which is a little Pokemon, and he'd, like, pop up in your screen. If you could have Professor Will just kind of be like, hey, and you have a little exclamation point by his name, and it'd be like, click this for news and give us some Stardust. That'd be an easy way to get information to people.
Oh, if you got Stardust by reading the news?
Yeah.
Smart.
Like, I would love that. I'd be like, oh, what does the news say today? And it's like, oh, this Pokemon just came out. Or, hey, like, kind of what they do for, like, emergency weather conditions.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is danger. It could be like, hey, there's a new Pokemon in your area. And that's how they could do, like, a release drop. Like, be like, this new Pokemon was found this week and give us some backstory.
Yeah.
And then they drop a family chain, like, Gibble or whatever, and you just, like, run around and find him.
I would like that.
I think it'd be sweet.
It's not really a problem, but the only thing I see happening is the first people that are always on it find it, and then it's just plastered over social medias. So then they go to their social medias, and they're like, oh shit, that new Pokemon's out. So they just, like, once it pops up on their screen, they just ignore, move it, because I already know the information because it was told to me via social media, as opposed to actually taking in the news that's given to you or the way it's delivered. But I mean, like, at the same time, like you said, well, maybe if, you know, Stardust for every time you read it, or not every time, but like reading it, and actually reading it, hitting a button at the bottom or something like that, or like, hitting the button in the middle because the bottom would be too easy. Like, you know, like little things like that. I think that'd be fun. I do think the advertisement team needs help somehow, and then the notification team could be good. I mean, you could use that. I would love that. I like the news tab. Yeah, because the only reason why I say that is because, like, I didn't know things are dropping, and then there's, like, a new Pokemon, and it's because my game's always open. And you don't see it until you shut your game and reopen it, and then it, like, refreshes to grab that. That's why I'm like, there needs to be a different way to get the news to people who always have the game open. Because there's a lot of us that do, who play. Yeah, that's true. That's one attribute. But again, like, that's something I would like to see. But again, I have hope that they can start doing stuff. Because again, they're coming out with new ideas. These lures are going to be sweet. And, like, I already got my shiny Leafeon, shiny Glaceon. Oh. I got even my shiny Magnezone. Right on. Because I was just like, I've been sitting on him for a while. I'm like, you're the shiny Doze Pass.
What's his colors?
I don't fucking know, dude. It's a nose.
It's a nose
on a rock.
He does look really silly. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's a fucking, like, he looks like Mr. Potato Head, but a rock.
Oh, that motherfucker's gold, dude.
He's gold. Like a boss.
Show me what you've got.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right.
But like, it's one of those things. Is this game could definitely go a lot of routes, and obviously, like, with summer on the horizon, we have GoFest coming up just next month, and obviously May's just been fucking flying the fuck by, and we just had our community. Well, we're having community day tomorrow. Yep. Which, if you're listening to this, will probably be like today or this past weekend. Yeah, it's like sometime. And yeah, like, so we would have went through that whole, like, hopefully you guys mined as much Stardust as you possibly could.
Oh yeah. Well, Raid Week you'll get some good Stardust.
Well, yeah, like, just maximize your Stardust because there's going to be a lot of good opportunities. And then obviously with other tournaments, we have Nightmare Cup next weekend, which will be fun. And then we're going to be doing the Ultra League Great Cup Redux. So that's going to be fun. Like, we just had, obviously, like, I just learned this afternoon that some of the ground Pokemon have a new move called Earth Power.
Earth Power, baby!
So it's going to make, like, Nidoking, Nidoqueen a little bit more, like...
Oh, nasty?
Competitive.
Oh.
which will be really fun.
Claydol can also learn it.
Claydol?
Yep.
Nice.
Kind of weird.
The Royals deserve it. The Royals should have been acknowledged.
Nidoqueen King, definitely.
Well, that, and then also, like, I was also informed, like, I really want to know, going back to GoFest.
Okay.
The whole kind of appeal of GoFest was the fact that we get the hippo.
Sure.
But the hippo is out already.
Yeah.
So, what little perk do we get minus Pachirisu?
Well, funny fact is you're just gonna have to wait till you get to GoFest, baby.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm kind of like you get to wait. I'm like, God damn it! But
they showed the little on the Dorbin. They showed a little Nidoran in the bush. So the speculation is Nidoran, male Nidoran. Sorry.
Yeah, that is a speculation. So I'm like, bring him out, navy blue. Nidoking is gorgeous.
Sexy blue Nidoking. Anyway.
Damn you, Corey, for getting in and let's go. Damn you.
Yeah, young Coriander.
Yeah.
Doing work over there. But that being the case, I thought he thought it was a female.
He did.
That's the funniest part of that whole thing.
He's like, what is it?
What is it? It's a fucking shiny male Nidoran, dude. Just catch it. He's like, I thought it was a female. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I was upset.
But anyway, no, you're just going to have to wait till GoFest. Or, in true Niantic fashion, about a week before GoFest, they'll be like, oh, look for this GoFest.
Yeah.
Or someone's going to break down the APK and be like, oh, here's the special quest that's happening.
Yeah, that's one thing I probably won't try to read.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you know what's going to happen. People are going to be talking about it. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm excited for GoFest. We finalized our tickets. We got our hotel. We'll be going Friday morning through Sunday night.
Yep.
And so, yeah, if you're going, hit us up, and we might hang out with you.
Yeah, I'll probably have my Pikachu hat with all my pins on it. I'm going to bring that hat. It's not going to escape.
Is it easy to get that through airport security? I know it's not dangerous because it's pins and stuff.
I just take my hat off.
I know, but...
What?
I don't know. Let's ask our TSA peeps. Brian, B-Rye, help me out. Can you bring a hat full of pins, small pins,
I'd assume it's just like a backpack.
Through airport security? Can you bring a backpack full of pins through security?
Yeah, I would assume it would because there's plenty of people with all sorts of swag stuff on their back.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Don't try to hurt me.
Hey, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just saying the illustrious Pikachu hat might be a little less illustrious after going through airport security.
They just strip me of everything. They're like, "Yo, get this."
Like what? Bitch, you thought they throw it on the ground.
Me. I'm like, stop it, please.
It'd be a fun time. Yeah, so we're going. I know a few other people were going. I'm pretty excited. Hang out with them. Go to GoFest. Chicago, as an architect, I've always wanted to go to Chicago. And I've never been, so I'm excited to go.
As someone who just doesn't travel often, I'm just glad this is an opportunity to get out of the state.
I mean, you travel to and from Castle Rock, which is like another state.
It basically is. It's
a weird place.
It is a very weird place.
Anyway, so GoFest is going to be sick. We also have other summer events. Lure Luau,
yes,
baby. And the You Don't Want the Smoke tournament.
Yes, and we definitely need to start getting those advertisements made.
And think about it. It's coming up because it's already middle May, and that's going to be end of July, baby.
Oh my god.
We got to find out how to roast a whole ass pig.
We're going to be learning really fast.
For the vegetarians, is there like a tofu pig?
That'd be interesting.
I'm kidding.
I know, and then obviously...
But we will have vegetarian options.
Gluten-free.
And gluten-free and the keto diet peeps.
Well, keto, I think, they're a little bit more flexible.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think we just got to make sure, and again, with the advertisement, if folks are interested, please
reach out to us. If you
got, I'll probably in the advertisement I'll have like a registration thing if you want to bring a dish and a Google link. For if you're gonna bring something, you just put it down in your name. Yeah. And if you could, like, I might even have like submit a contact so I could like shoot you an email or whatever you're comfortable with.
And if you could also make it for 100 people, thank you.
No,
you don't have to do that.
But make it for like a sizable amount. Like, think of like an office party almost, like quantity, like 20, 25.
Sure,
plus.
I don't care. Make enough for you to be happy and feel good about bringing it.
Yeah.
If it's for 10 people, it's for 10. If it's for 100, it's for 100.
It's kind of first come, first serve kind of deal.
If it's for you, it's for you.
People shouldn't be slacking. in whatever they do, and like we already have a shelter reserved at the park for it.
Yep.
And yeah, it should be really fun. There's that going on. I'm really hoping for more raid days to come of this for the summertime.
Oh, they're coming. You know, I don't know what Pokemon they will be, but they're coming.
Then we have the unknown Pokemon for June for Community Day.
Ralts?
Dude, I don't even want to guess.
Ralts.
I just want them to surprise me.
We kind of guessed Bagon.
No, that wasn't a guess. That was like a certainty. Like we knew.
All I'm saying.
He was coming.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ditto.
That'd be
every fucking Pokemon you catch.
That would be hilarious. they're just everywhere. No, Ditto.
It doesn't matter. I already got one of my favorite Shardies in the game, which is Shuckle.
Shuckle, baby.
Oh my god. I'm glad I didn't participate in that second tournament because it was just going to be like Shuckle and Dunsparce.
That would have been amazing.
Dumb shit. And they're like, this is a ranked tournament, take it serious. And then I'd feel really terrible about being not a good opponent. And it was just a bit cycle going through my head. No.
Do you, fam?
On that note, we did finish, like kind of alluded to earlier, we did finish our regional invitational.
Yes.
And it went really fucking well. We had some great people come down from all over the place. People from Pueblo, people from Springs, people from Golden and the Front Range, and people from Grand Junction and further out, Cheyenne, and fucking the one dude from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Shout outs to you.
Yeah.
And they're all great, you know, really receptive. Sometimes I do worry about like, hey, come over to this random neighborhood in Aurora, Colorado to take place in our PvP tournament. But every time they do, they love it, which is fine. Throw all your terrible notions of Aurora out the window.
Well,
but like,
Aurora's a really big place, and
it's huge. It's actually huge.
Yeah, as much as we joke about other cities, like I think it's always go there and see it for yourself, and then make your judgment. We're about to see that in Chicago. We're gonna go check that out.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, because obviously people are like, don't go to the south. I'm like, what? How far south? Like, is there a specific street cutoff? I'm sure some people will.
As soon as you stop seeing Starbucks on every corner, I think we'll know we're doing.
Oh, the gentrified zones are clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just common sense if you grew up anywhere.
But no, going back, so we had a lot of great people come out. Oh, real quick. Shouts to every fucking buddy that helps. Shouts to you, Jack.
Aw.
Fucking amazing. Shouts to Vilro, Jay. You're fucking amazing. Shouts to Joel. Blashnash, something racist. You're okay. No, you're amazing. You guys really came in the clutch, helped out, even there for moral support, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but...
I was just there to look pretty. That's always
that too, and to help out. I mean, pizzas galore. Shouts to you, Skip, for helping buy pizzas. Big Boned, 33 for those that don't know.
Indeed.
Amazing. Shouts to fucking Chops Stewie. He brought a whole setup that we could cast.
And Banani.
And Banana. I was gonna get to that. I was getting to that. He brought a whole fucking setup to cast our phones, 2 screens. He brought these 2 giant ass 32-inch screens.
Like a boss.
And it went really well. I mean, for what we were trying to do, I think it ended up working, and we're still gonna work. And I think, but I think it's a good starting point, and we're gonna get better and better and better. He was amazing. Shouts to Banani. The first time I met you, you're fucking awesome. Love to hear you DJ sometime. Maybe DJ at the Lure Luau. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
But no. Shouts to all you great people in our community for really helping make these things happen.
Yeah, even some of the other trainers who came out, and obviously, like, thank you, heroes.
Shouts to heroes.
You handled shit like a champ today.
Oh man, even with the waitress was relatively new.
Yeah, like she had no idea we were coming.
And she's like, I don't know how many people are gonna be here.
Godspeed, good luck, girl.
You're
gonna fucking need it. And she handled it like a champ. And then at the end, I think when she saw like the level of kindness that we definitely, the gratitude in monetary donation like we gave. She's just like, oh shit.
She's like, oh shit, I'm about to do all these events.
When you guys coming next?
Yeah.
Be here next weekend? And we're like, yes.
Yeah,
we actually will be here next weekend.
But no, for real though, shouts, because it's all you guys make that shit happen. All I do is talk loud. I guess
you do so beautifully.
Design work sometimes, but
what? Dude, you undersell yourself.
But like, but for real though, no, I really love putting on these tournaments. Even if I'm not battling in them most of the time, I mean it's good enough work to host them. It is fun to be able to walk around and judge people, but and be undefeated. Duh, come on. I'm undefeated in all these fucking tournaments.
Get him.
But no, I think we run really good tournaments here in Aurora, and we're gonna get better. We get a lot of a lot of people have praise, a lot of good things to say about our tournaments. They like coming here from other places. People up in Boulder are like, damn, we're just not competitive, even though we have a lot of people. Shouts real quick to the Northland group. I think they run a ship pretty similar to ours. They usually have pretty good turnout for their tournaments, and they have some really competitive players up there. And good luck on finding your dive bar venue or whatever you want to use.
You can do it, believe.
You can do it. You guys are awesome, though. But no, I think we run some really good tournaments here, and a lot of people started to come out. And a lot of people that aren't even into PvP have found something new to kind of dive into. Shouts to people like Fresh Like Lettuce. He started out, his Boulder Cup was a little rough. And so far, he's been killing it. He gets better and better at each tournament. He's found something to kind of dive into. He's really pushed the PvP front on our Discord. He's always asking people, hey, battle me. And he's brought in good resources. Shouts to fucking Fazul, the same thing. His Boulder Cup, he had to leave early, so unfortunately he didn't even get to finish that tournament. And he just went 5-1 in a regional tournament full of a bunch of other challenger and high-level players.
Yeah.
He killed it today, and I'm really proud of him. He's also been killing it in our Discord. He brings a lot of knowledge and resources to the table. He helped bring to mind the Android update for 143.2 that fixes the that fixes the freezing glitch. Also shouts to Dan for reminding me about that earlier today. But regardless, that's just a testament to our great community. We have a lot of great people in this community. The PvP community itself in Aurora Masters is awesome. I love every one of you guys, and we keep getting new people, and I love it. Our tournaments are getting bigger; they're going to get better, and I'm just trying to keep up on the host and admin side. But no, it was really great. And then even after that, originally I wanted to give people that were coming an incentive to we traveled 3 hours or 10 hours to get here. I didn't want to waste my time, so I wanted to take part in another ranked tournament. So we threw another ranked tournament, which only had 10 people, but it was still successful. It was a lot of fun, a lot more loose. You got to participate in it.
I got to use my Starmie.
Jay and Blashnash, who helped, all three were really, really fucking key to running the regional. Got to bust out your battling chops and increase your rank and everything like that. I think Jay said she went up 200 spots just from that little rank tournament. Unfortunately, people like the Bearded God lost a couple hundred spots because of that tournament. But that's what happens. High risk, high reward, right? But that was really successful, and I wasn't sure how running a tournament after running a long tournament would work, but it worked.
It went nicely.
So that being the case, I'm still going to run tournaments. I'm going to run many more tournaments, and we're going to start with our Nightmare Cup, which is now moved to next Sunday, the 26th, at 2. We're not sure of the time yet. I think 2 works. After that, if you guys are really interested, which I think you all should be, we're going to run our Boulder Cup Redux, or Redo, Ultra League. So, think Boulder Cup, so that's ground, rock, fighting, steel Pokemon, but 2,500. And it's nutty. And I know some of you who already struggle with Stardust are like, hell no. But hear me out.
Jeez.
It could be a lot of fun. don't invest a lot of Stardust if you don't want to.
No.
You can still come out with some underlevel Pokemon and surprise people. So, I really look forward to those. I think will be fun. And it'll be kind of like Niantic does their trials, right, Jack? It'll be a good opportunity for us to run our own trials, because I would like to run tournaments with different rule sets that
Yeah, and it just, again, it gives us a different perspective. Playing with Pokemon that you spent all that time catching or finding in raids, you get to use them, so why not give it a shot? And, like, I know, like, Banani, she had mentioned, like, I didn't think it'd be this much fun. I'm like, exactly. And, like, Teresa had mentioned the same sentiment, and she's come to tournaments before, of, like, yeah, like, Dan just wanted to come to this, and he just kind of dragged me along. But then
she won, or almost won that one tournament.
Like, she kicked butt. And then, like, I know, like, me, I usually just hang out. I'm usually trying to be, like, the odd man. Like, if you need something to balance it, I'll hop in. But if you need balance and it's off, I'll hop out. Like, exactly. I'm not trying, like, the global ranking is awesome, but it's not something I'm, like, super duper invested in.
Right.
But I'll have a good time. Like, literally, when I was fighting the great bearded one, that basically I was like, I'm not even looking at what you have. I'm just picking a team and fighting you, because I like to be surprised.
Oof.
And that's usually my thing, is I'm like, I won't check to see your teams. I know I can. I just don't waste the time. I'm like, I just want to see what you got, and I'm going to battle the best I can.
Yeah.
Because that's how I picture a real tournament would be, like, in real life. Like, if you had your random Pokemon, like Detective Pikachu, I wouldn't know what you have. You're just going to throw some shit at me, and I'm going to be ready. Die.
Here's my Starmie.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Starmie, like,
that was so
the
funny,
kid,
dude.
like, because I didn't really catch his name.
Jason.
So he's like, what a Starmie. And I was like, yo.
Hell yeah,
and he's like, I don't even know what move it's doing to me right now. I was like, neither do I. Here we go. And it was just a lot of fun. And it's good to kind of, again, see people laughing about different things. But then also, like, when we were watching the two top players fighting, like, literally had the whole crowd standing to watch these
40
fights.
plus people, like, people had to stand on chairs.
Plus the people who are already above the crowd in the back, who are at the bar looking at our dumbasses like, what are y'all doing?
What are they doing?
Like, are they really playing on their phones like this?
Hell
like,
yeah.
They were even, like, caught up in the spectacle that is this game. Because they're like, damn, like, I didn't even know this was, like, that big of a thing.
Yeah. It always surprises people, which is funny. But, like, and I say this all the time, but I'm going to say it again, is, like, these PvP tournaments, it's a different, I don't want to say side, but a different aspect of the community that I definitely would encourage people to just come and, like, because it's fun. You can, I've seen a lot of camaraderie built up from it. I've seen a lot of people having fun in different ways. Like, yeah,
definitely a lot of trading too.
Yeah, a lot of people trade just randomly. Someone today got a shiny Ponyta and a shiny Cubone in the parking lot of Heroes.
Right.
So come out and you might get shiny luck. But really,
they were around you, Justin.
They were. I was right next to them when they popped that Ponyta.
See,
but regardless, it's different, and you don't have to battle to still have fun there. But if you want to, don't be afraid. No one's really judging you, honestly.
I am.
Well, no one cares about your judgment, so. But really though, it's a lot of fun. I definitely encourage. Just come out to one of them. Yeah. I know sometimes it's an inconvenient time, or some people just don't like being in that area, but it's a lot of fun, and I think you might be pleasantly surprised about that. Outside of that, just a quick preview. So we do have Nightmare Cup again, which is next Sunday. Mm-hmm. Nightmare Cup is, if I recall, Psychic, Dark, and Fighting. So it's the first tournament with Psychic as a base typing. That'll be fun. It does have bans. First tournament with bans. Legendaries, Mythicals are banned. Sableye is banned because that shit's nasty.
He's a boss-ass bitch.
And Medicham. Medicham is banned. So just keep that in mind if you come in Nightmare Cup. Now, they did announce the next cup for June, almost to align with Pride Month. The Rainbow weird. Cup.
How weird. And I remember back in certain Discords where we talked about rainbow stuff and they got really upset.
Either way, we have a Rainbow Cup coming up. And Rainbow Cup is a little bit interesting because it has a bunch of types that haven't been used. So it's like grass, bug, water, grass, bug, electric, and fire.
Yeah.
Fire and electric have been used, but water, grass, and bug have not.
Yeah.
I think they might be the last types that other than normal that haven't been used. Don't quote me on that. But that's coming up in June, so we're gonna come up with something cool for that too. On a not community day or GoFest weekend.
Yes.
So we're a little limited, but we'll make it happen. So prepare yourselves for the reckoning of...
Wow.
Yeah.
Like the reckoning.
The reckoning. So, no, but really, though, I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, the PvP, our PvP scene here is alive. It's kicking. It's actually burning. A lot of people fucking love it. And we're turning out to be one of the stronger communities. It's really awesome. So, if you haven't been, definitely encourage you to go. If you have been, please keep coming. Again, it's great, and I love you guys' support, and everyone's been super supportive and helpful. So,
yeah, and I'm just looking forward again. Obviously, the summer we're gonna have more social events and more fun.
Summertime.
I definitely want to do something for like more of the adult players in terms of like going out, having fun, meeting new folks. If we could do a bar crawl, that'd be a game. No, some
Pokemon
people get
karaoke.
Pokemon karaoke, that'd be just like Pikachu when he was singing.
Pika, Pika, Pika. Oh, no, it's Pikachu from Detective Pikachu. Sorry, not the Pikachu rap. My bad. That's going too far back. I'm thinking, like, even Pokemon movie soundtrack, like Vacation, Vitamin C.
Vacation's where I want to be.
Yeah. Party on the beach with the fun is free.
Oh, my God. I used to jam to that song.
I still jam to that fucking song.
What's wrong with it?
On the road to Viridian City, dog?
Dude,
like, come on.
that was mine and my brother's fucking jam.
On the road to Viridian City. I'm on the way, I'm on the road, I'm on the road.
Yes. But, like, I want to definitely do more. Obviously, we're going to have Lure Luau. I think I'm hoping for more raid party events.
Raid party.
We're going to have the tournaments. Then, yeah, I just think we're going to turn up, hopefully, this summer and go into the fall strong and end the year amazing. Like,
we will.
Again, I want to do like straight all those kids are talking about, like 2018, hold my drink. we're gonna have fun, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
It'll be great.
Obviously, having the opportunity, and thank you again for the invite to GoFest.
GoFest, baby.
I think that's going to be awesome, and I definitely will be clearing a lot of bag space. So, folks, if you weren't able to get your pass, definitely hit me up.
Yeah, we're going to try to get as much shit as we can possible for everybody.
Possible. And bring it back to Aurora to help folks out. And I hope anyone else who has the opportunity and the privilege to go does that for their communities. Like, help each other out. That's kind of the name of the game. So
I'm pretty sure the name of the game is Pokemon Go, idiot.
Anyway, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I just definitely help out fellow trainers because you never know who might help you out later on.
Oh, life lesson.
Yes.
For real, though. Yeah. Well, you got anything else?
No, obviously go to Festival Plaza if you haven't yet. We try to get information out there. And
when are you going to start having carnival games?
Dude, I haven't done monthly competitions in a hot minute.
Yo, where's it at?
Dude.
You're such a terrible admin.
Shut up.
Fire this man.
No, work has been crazy. I'm sure everyone can echo
dude.
that sentiment. But no, I definitely do want to bring some stuff back and get information out there. I think I really want to try to get people trading more. And
but that costs stardust.
I know it does,
Terrible.
but people need to be okay with a little bit of risk in that.
Well, I liken it to it's almost you could do it in Pokemon Go too, but people that stock up on like max potions or revives and never use them. Yeah, it happens in RPGs all the time. You know how you get like high elixirs, and shit like that, and you're like, oh, I don't ever want to use that unless I absolutely have to, and then you beat the final boss and you've never used it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Like
that's because some people I don't feel even utilize it, and then I see some people, and you know who you are, Brian. That have like the perfect Pokemon for tournaments, and they don't go to tournaments.
Oh my god,
and
dude!
It
I know
hurts
exactly
my
what you're
spirit.
talking.
Like people, like, I got my 100, and they like put it in my face, and I'm like, I won't use it. What are you doing? And they're like, I'm like, they're not like battlers like Teresa and Dan,
right?
By any means, but then they're also not like hustlers at raids. And they don't go to PvP tournaments, and I'm like, are you guys just baller collectors?
Hell yeah, dude!
You
it's
just
like
sneakerheads, huh?
Sneakerheads buy all those sneakers that they'll never wear.
Yeah. Oh my.
But they're limited edition.
That culture is something I don't understand.
Brian's a hype beast of Pokemon Go.
He's a mad hype.
He's a hype beast.
Like I get antsy when I know he sent me a message.
Yeah,
or
like,
when there's an image coming, I'm like, don't send me a fucking shiny.
Dog.
I'm gonna get so Sour Patch.
Brian, if you're listening to this, we love you.
Yeah, like you should compete in tournaments. I think you'd have a lot of fun. And again, obviously, anyone else, it's like again, it's another element of the game to just meet folks.
Right.
If you're trying to meet folks and you just want to get out and kind of see who's around, that's a really fun way to do it. And again, like today, I was laughing hard at some of the people at the bar because they were just staring at us. Because again, like I'm a biracial angel, so I normally just confuse people anyways. But they were just in shock of, I think, more the diversity of our group. Because we had pretty much everyone there.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all kind of like the same age range actually this time around.
There's still some younger and older people there, though.
Yeah. Well, definitely kids, and then some like super duper grown ups. Like I guess technically I'm a grown up.
Super duper
grown ups. I've always had like again, but my biracialness, I'm always looking youthful, and I confuse people, and it's a blessing and a curse. But
well, I'm only 13, so.
Ew. No, you're not. You can actually do things, but it's one of those things that I like seeing the look of confusion on non-participating people's faces.
Yeah.
And then they ask questions, and I like that they're bold enough to ask questions.
Yeah.
Instead of just coming off with assumptions.
Like just judging.
And then if they come out with assumptions and judgments, I usually jump up to them and start talking to them, and it makes them panic more. But I take it as a good educational opportunity.
That's right, you dingleberries.
Yeah, because they're like, what are you doing? Then they're like, oh, you guys help the community? Oh, you guys like do all this stuff? Oh, wow. You guys are like super engaged? And we're like, yes. Nah. And they're like, that's just amazing.
That's really fun.
And I enjoy those moments because then those could potentially be future players. They're like, oh yeah, like I remembered you did this. And I've had actually some trainers do that where they approach me later of like, yeah, I heard you talk about this and I wanted to check that out later. And I love hearing that, and I definitely think there's something in this game for everyone.
100%.
Indeed, it can.
Right on. Well, shouts to Aurora Masters. You guys are fucking sick. And yeah, without further ado, we are out.
Bye.